Load it up. All right.
What game is Thea?
This is Dual Universe. Dual Universe.
What is it?
Dual. It's a building. It's building, construction, space flight, space stations, everything in the game you make yourself. Everything. God, it's kind of hard to explain everything. Everything's constructed. You don't have to make everything. You can't buy it. There's one hell of a market. That you can buy.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. I have no complaints. None at all. But I have been enjoying this, I'll have to admit. It has been fun. But you make everything. You do not buy anything. They don't give you anything. Everything you make. You make your own hover bikes, hovercraft, spaceships, atmospheric ships. Everything you make in this game. You have to design it and make the parts for it. That's what I'm doing now. I'm making parts for assembly unit, metalworking plant. Let's see what I need, friend.
Can you hear me?
It's about time you got on because I hate to tell you this. I'm getting ready to leave. If you're not around, you're just screwed.
That's what I'm saying. I had just messaged you. I have a gym session for 90 minutes here coming up in 10 minutes. So I will be on when I get off that.
Okay.
So take off and go explore, and I guess I'll have to
I'm not
hit you with
I'm setting the base up on.
Okay,
I already got the base. I already got the turret around. What do I have to do? I'm going to put in a couple refiners and smelters, so when I collect the resources there, I do not have to ship them around.
Got you.
And I'll probably use that base because it's a no-gravity moon. I'll probably use that base to use as an assembly point for a space station.
Okay, well, can I catch up?
Well, I don't know if you can catch up or not. Now, you can't get to the moon yet. I was going to take you up there, but you're going to be fucked now.
Okay, you're gone. I have to wait.
You can't jump that far.
Yeah, I'm gonna screwed.
But yeah, I'm heading up there now to get things going here, making sure that I'm just setting things up here that to be things while I'm gone.
All right, so get you enough fuel for that way, so when I get back in, you can come back down and get me.
Oh yeah, it's not easy to do that, you know. You crash and burn, you know.
Well, good thing that you're an expert now.
Oh yeah, I'm a lot of things, but expert ain't one of them. And crashing, I've crashed a few ships already. I've been really good at that. Yeah, there's been a whole lot of oh shit moments.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well.
However, we're going to take the medium cargo up. My small cargo is already up there, the light cargo. Take the big one up there. And I have a resurrection note already up there. So.
Okay.
All right. And you're going to go play in the gym.
Yeah, I do.
I am going to go ahead and get into space and set my destination here. Let's see, we got to go where the Cosmos project is.
And yes, once I get back in, I'll be ready to go. If you're wanting to, to come show me what the space looks like.
All right, I'm streaming. You can see I'm getting ready. I'm taking off right
No.
now. I am taking off right now.
I want to be in space with you. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to see you in space.
I'm taking off in the big ship. We are heading to space as I speak. I just took off from my base on the Sanctuary moon.
All right. Well, I'm gonna watch it on my way in. So I'll be later.
Watch me crash and burn. I blew this ship up on that planet, on that moon once already. I had to come back and redesign it for no gravity landings.
Okay.
This moon I didn't know had no gravity, no atmosphere at all on this moon. Gravity's very little, and I had no way to slow it down.
Oh wow!
So I had to do a redesign.
I got you. All right. Well, I'll hit you back. Let me watch. Alrighty.
Have fun.
I will.
Don't sweat too much.
No. I'll try not to. All right.
Have fun. And we're going dead in front of us. This moon is not very far off this planet. And it's very, very small. It's not a very big planet, moon, whatever. We're about ready. We're not quite out of the atmosphere. Now, I thought I filled up my atmospheric fuel. Did I forget to fill the tank? I might have. It doesn't matter. I don't need it once I get into space, but I see the fuel still. Somebody forgot to fill it up. I have fuel. We're in space now. Space engines just kicked on. Atmospheric engines are cutting off. Here we go. Breaking out of gravity. Above the atmosphere, that's what the moon was. Vertical space booster should kick out here in a minute. We don't need it early on until we break out of the gravity well. We're getting ready to go into warp at 2,000 kilometers an hour. We'll break into baby warp. I do not have a warp drive, so I cannot get in the good stuff yet. I don't have the material to make it. It takes high tier resources, which I have not mined yet. But such is life. we get out of the atmosphere, we'll start braking. As soon as we get out of the gravity well, I should say. And we'll change our trajectory. It looks like we're going to have a nighttime landing. That sucks on this moon because it is dark. Very, very dark. And I did put floodlights on the ship, but I have my doubt how good they're going to work on this planet. But they are on here. I have belly lights and I have front-facing lights. We'll see how they work. I probably will not be impressed. The last time I flew this ship here, it was a crash and burn. But I have made some changes since then. To get in and out of the atmosphere, couldn't land on a no-gravity moon. Very embarrassing. Alright, we don't need all this thrust. We'll momentum carry us till we break out of the gravity, which that gravity we'll see on the HUD over there on the right will zero out. And I really prefer flying in third person versus through the cockpit. As you can see, this is looking out of our cockpit. And we have a good field of view. It's just that I prefer seeing the whole ship. Well, we can't look behind us. I take that back just because. But I prefer the third person view when I'm coming in because I can see what the ship is doing, even if it's doing wrong. Now, there's no sense in me changing trajectory because we're in the warp bubble here. We're getting sucked down until I break the gravity well. I don't have enough thrust to overcome the direction. Okay, we are going to start braking here. We're going to slow down, get out of warp, and we will then change our trajectory to be able to land on the planet. As you can tell, we're not very far off of it. We are under 200 kilometers of that moon right now. Half SU is 100 kilometers, 0.5 SU, so we're under 200 kilometers of the planet. So, but we got to break out of warp. We're going way too fast. There is no atmosphere on this moon. And I have retro rockets, but you can also brake simply by flipping 180 degrees and burning your main motors. Will brake you just as well. Well, actually, it'll brake a little better. Depends on how much thrust you have. And I have 4 medium retro rockets on here, so I have pretty good braking power. And if I could figure out where to put a couple more, I would. To get even more brakes. Brakes, brakes, brakes. You can never have too many brakes, whether it's atmospheric brakes or it's space brakes. Retro rockets. They are your friend, believe me. Okay, now we can change directory. I have no idea why those upward facing VTOL motors are running. Don't make really a whole lot of sense, does it? Okay, we're going to throttle up here. We're not going to get going too fast. We want to be able to brake. Oops, we'll roll the other way. They really shouldn't be firing. I don't know why they are. Are all 4 of them firing? Yes, they are. All 4 of them are lit up. I don't know why. Alright. And we'll come on into the planet here. Once we get really close to the surface, we will pick up an altitude meter. But you got to get pretty close. It's a very small planet. It's very deceiving, especially now that it's dark out. It's a lot easier to land on this thing when you're on the sun side, but it happens to be in shadow right now, and I could just go around the planet and land in the sun and then traverse around, but we're not going to do it because might as well get used to it. And no, I'm not getting carried away with how fast we're going. I'll make sure I stay below a speed I can brake in seconds. As I said, right now we're what? We're less than 150. Well, right at 150. If it's 0.75, it'd be 150 kilometers. So we're traveling a lot faster than it appears we are. And I have a bit of load on me. I have a territory unit on board. I have 2 refiners. I have 2 smelters. So I have a bit of cargo. So we have a little bit more mass than if I was running empty. Territory unit damn near fill up your nano pack all by itself. I've got a medium cargo box, so it doesn't take up that much space, but it's heavy. And then of course 4 industry units, like I say, 2 smelters, 2 refiners are on board. As you can see, that's what's on board in the cargo box. It is we're carrying an extra 80 tons over the weight of the ship. Not a great amount, but it's quite a bit that you got to overcome. Everything you carry, you have to design your ship to hold to be able to fly in the greater mass. Just the way it is. And these ships fly like spaceships. There ain't no airplane mode up here like every other space game you've ever played. Don't fly nothing like airplanes. You can see the thrusters working, the adjusters. As we change course a little bit. You can actually tell we're coming up on this little bitty moon pretty quick. Once we get under 50, we're going to start braking, and then we're going to have to be real careful we don't get too much speed so I can get the vertical thrust underneath of us before we smack into the damn thing. So let's get slowed down here. It will have a little bit of gravity once we get up here. It's not bad. It's enough that it will smack you into the ground if you can't stop. And it won't be the first time I crash coming in here. The very first time I came here, I hit the planet pretty hard. I completely destroyed the ship. Yeah, I smacked it real good. I have actually never successfully landed this particular ship on this moon. Now, my little light cargo is already down on the moon, and it works really good in no gravity, but I had to take this one back to my base and I redesigned it, gave it vertical lift. I gave it, it has no lateral movement yet. I didn't add lateral movement, but it can go up and down, back and forth now. Well, up and down and forward. It really doesn't have a reverse of any kind. I don't have reversed motors on it, which I could do that, I guess. That would help break it. But there is no lift on this moon. If you are dependent on lift to land, you are in big trouble, trust me. I discovered that. You need space engines everywhere. Yep. Completely different than landing on a planet with atmosphere. I discovered this the hard way. Say, we're 78 kilometers. I mean, you think the planet's going to get real big like the regular planets do, but this moon is never going to get big. That's why we're really 76 kilometers from the point, which probably means from the center of the moon right now, we're probably about 50 kilometers off the surface. So we're pretty close. A lot closer than it appears. You can tell more in daylight. We're in shadow right now, so it is just as dark as it could be. But I will, when we get close enough, I will belly down to the planet and use my vertical abilities to bring us down. If I do it correctly. Like I say, I've never actually successfully landed this particular ship on this moon. The only other time I landed on this moon with this ship was the first time I came here, and it was not pretty. I had to come back with my other ship and then repair this one. And then I took it back to my base on the Sanctuary moon, and I made some redesign changes. Live and learn. Yeah, I don't think my floodlights. I put floodlights on this ship too, hoping it would light up the surface of the planet when we get closer, but I don't know it's going to work. So we can actually see. I don't know what the range of those floodlights are, but it's probably not going to be enough. And I am watching the gravity because it will kick in before we get too close, so I am watching it over there. I will know that we're a lot closer when we hit the gravity well. Okay, see, our compass showed up. We are in gravity now. So we're going to back off a little bit for now, and I'm going to start just slowly sliding the throttle, and hopefully I'm going to wait for we get to sea level. We're going to go slow. I ain't getting carried away. I'm not brave enough yet. Like I say, we're a lot closer to the surface than it looks because it's dark. And it's possible that our way marker is around the curve of the planet. As you can see, our vertical thrust, we're getting close to the planet because it kicked on all by itself. trying to get close enough that we can get in range of the altitude gauge, and then I'll start working the throttles to bring us down to the surface, and then we'll track the surface. And I want to be able to go slow enough that if we hit the surface, I don't destroy the ship. And we're not quite at altitude yet, but we're getting there. On down, and I can drop us faster. I just don't want to. So I'm just not sure where the surface is. I cannot see it. All I see is shadows, so I have no perspective. But trust me, we are dropping to the surface of the planet. I can turn the vectors on and you can see we are going down. That is the direction we are going. Down. Thrust is underneath of us. I'm just looking for the altimeter to give me a reading here. Looks like we are not going to have to go around the planet's surface, baby. Sooner or later. Like I said, I was hoping the floodlights would be bright floodlights and they'd show the surface of the planet while we were a pretty good distance, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. And yes, I'm chicken shit. I do not want to have to repair this ship again. It's not that big a deal, but still a pain in the ass. Come on. Come on, we're not that far from the, come on. I'm milking the throttles on the vertical engines. Try to drop us faster. Don't want to drop us too fast. Pushing us down here. We're not going to have to go around the moon of the planet, the curve of the planet, I don't think. Come on, we are really close. Come on. Okay, I'm starting to get some reflections. Okay, we are in. We have an altimeter. We're coming down. We're not dead yet. That's always good. meters. Like I say, with practice I'll get better at this and I'll get braver. Not real brave yet. Just haven't done it enough times. Like I say, the lights obviously do not do me any good. Okay. Whoop. Damn, too far. Damn! Son of a bitch. Alright, let's get her down. I thrust it up, it just didn't. I let it come down too hard. Okay, it's alright. We just busted the motor. I can fix that. And we will before we go anywhere else. We will fix that right off the bat. I won't try to force it to go, even though it was an atmospheric engine. I'm not going to. Oh, geez. Look at this. All right. Let's see. Repair tool 9. I don't have repair. Yes, I do. We got to just go to. Turn the link off. There we go. All right. Won't take long. I'm using copper scrap, so it won't take me long to fix it. Long enough. Damn it. Takes practice. Sodium scrap. I'm sorry. This particular motor will take the longest. Yep, such is life. This may not be the ship to bring here because it's so, well, just practice. Lucky I only got this one motor. Guys say this shit's tricky. And if the ground wouldn't have been on this, see, if I hadn't have been on the side of this mountain, I probably, but you can't see. It was too dark. I couldn't see the surface. Probably should have braked or should have hit more thrusters and stopped the momentum altogether. So pretty much the lights I put on it are useless. Couldn't see nothing with them. That's just a shame. It's not a voxel. It's adjuster up there.
Oh. Repair time.
Yeah.
Bad landing.
Well, no, I kind of caught. It was dark and I couldn't see nothing, and I caught the side of this damn mountain and wiped out this wing because I was closer to that side than I was on the other side because it was dark and I couldn't see. So yeah, I didn't crash, but I kind of screwed it up. Well, come on. Whoops, you're not going to let me up there? Come on. Make me turn on the build box. Come on. Okay, I gotta get up on the wings. So yeah, I broke a few components, but nothing major. That's not a voxel. It shouldn't be red or it wouldn't need repair. Or it shouldn't be yellow. See, it wasn't that damaged. I think that's all of it. Let's see any more red. How about check the front engine here? Nope, that's it. That's all I heard. Yeah, see, I caught the side of this damn rise. I didn't see it till it was too late, and I hit the thrust, and it wasn't in time. Like I say, landing on this moon with no gravity is a whole new... Like I say, even though I redesigned this ship to do this planet, I can see that it ain't perfect. Ain't perfect. Now why? Come on, boosters, stay kicked in. Yeah, just moving a little fast on the downward stroke. It's going to take some getting used to on a no gravity planet, or so low that momentum did me in. Isn't that the way it usually works? Yep, I put vertical thrust on it, and it was there. I just didn't. I didn't up thrust it soon enough. I didn't realize I was dropping a little faster than I thought I was. I caught the size of that damn mountain. That was the only one, as you could see, as far as the eye could see, and I had to come down right on top of it. Yeah, I put lights on this thing. Floodlights? Yeah, they're useless. You can see the motors, the thrust of the vertical motors on the surface, and we're getting in daylight now. I got an element that's still broke according to the shipbuilder. That's what that orange icon up there is. Thought I got it all, but obviously I missed a component.
Got the game. Only got through the first tutorial. Made sure to have a bunch of skills in the queue like you said.
Yeah, keep it in.
Was wondering about the light.
The light is the L key. L key turns your light off, turns it off and on. It's a toggle. Like I say, I turned floodlights on. Yeah, that's doesn't. Whoa, okay, coming up on it here.
No, the floodlight you wanted to install on your ship.
Yeah, I did. It's not very bright at all, obviously. And I'm sure I turned them on, so. Okay, what happened to our territory unit here? It says it's here, but I don't see it. Shows the constructs here and territory units here. Way over there. I didn't put it that far away, did I? Yeah, I guess I did park that ship a little bit distant. you can tell, this one's quite a bit bigger. And I had no trouble bringing that one down on this planet. Boy, I'm having trouble with this one. But it was a lot better than it was the first time. I only broke a few things. First time I came in, I broke everything on the ship. There wasn't a component on it that I did not blow up. Alright. Come on, settle down. We're on the ground. Now, I don't know what component could be out. I don't see anything smoking. We'll have to find it wherever it's at. Yeah, see, the lights are supposedly on. There's two. I put two underneath. Wherever it's at. Here. Well, see, somehow it got turned off. Now, I turned them on before I left. So, what good are they if they're going to turn off by themselves? This one's off too. And I got two on the nose. Yeah, see, I turned them on before I left. They're supposed to be headlights, floodlights. See, now they're shining down, you can see, but they're, yeah. Okay, so obviously, unless they turn off all by themselves, obviously. I'm going to have to check that out. Okay. First thing we're going to do here is we're going to increase this. What we're going to do here. C2, let's see, use a link container, got some sky panel here. Alright, take it out and over. Whoa, did that do double? Yes it did. We do not want double. Stop that. Come on back. Alright. Uh-oh, got stuck in the grid here. I hate it when that happens. Come on, don't make me dig myself out.
Speaking of, other streamer I watch was playing Do and crashed.
Yeah.
His respawn point glitched and he ended back up at the start.
Oh, goodness.
Quit the game just as I joined his stream.
Oh, yeah, he probably rage quit. I'm telling you, it's beta. Things happen, you know. Oh, I'm going to have to dig this out. Son of a gun. That's just kind of sucky. Well, if he'd quit moving. There we go. I got to put that back in. See, it glitched me through where I build. That's just possibly my own fault. Oh, come on now. All right. Easily fix it. No, this is small enough I may be able to do the whole section here. Maybe. How about that? It even brought up, whoops, almost did it again, but I was up in here. Okay. Now, I brought a couple units here to set here. We're going to set, let's see. So I didn't have to, oh man, you mean to tell me, oh, there they are. I was going to say, did I forget the medium boxes? These are mediums. Oops, too far. Set it right in the corner. Now we're going to change. We're going to put the refiner what do you mean 4 refiners? I should have had 2 smelters. Oh, you pricklet. Damn. I probably made the wrong ones and probably didn't get it to switch. Okay, is there going to be enough room for 2 overnights? Not, is there? Well, we'll make it work. Oops. We'll just move things around until we get where we want it. Okay, we can move. You can move things that you already have placed, of course. We'll just bring this out to the middle and put the other.
Can you link to containers in a static construct just the same as a ship?
Yeah, I'll show you here in a second. I'm going to link to the 2 medium. I'm going to have an in and an out here in a second, and I'll show you how to do it. And there is an order you have to do it, or they won't link in and out. So we're going to put another box over here. And this way, with this here, when I collect resources here, I can smelt it into material, and it'll actually, I'll have more with less weight. I'll be able to have more actual material with less weight, because that's pretty good. Okay, now first thing we're going to do, we're going to use one of these for an in and one for an out. To do an in, you have to do it in this order. Well, not in this order, but you have to do it this way. Okay, we're going to turn on our links. That's when you're in construct mode, it's the 6 key. We are going to click on the container we want to feed the stuff, and then we want to click the unit. See the arrows on this? Click it, click the box, then click the unit. Now, to do the out box, you have to do it the opposite. You click the unit and then click the box. See the arrow goes the other direction? So it works exactly the same, except you need double links. You need an in and out instead of just an in. Like
was wondering.
Yeah,
no flying around with base ore. Nice.
Yeah, well, yeah, now I can just fly around with the finished material instead of, because the ore weighs more, you know what I mean, than the material does. Because, of course, when you refine it, you get rid of some of the weight that you don't need. Oxygen and hydrogen are stupid to carry around, and that's in the base ore. So now I don't have to carry it around. And I could put the other 2 refiners in. I just don't know that I need 4 of them here. But I meant to have 2 refiners, 2 smelters, so I could smelt in that at the same time. Was my, and I did turn this on, didn't I? Yes, I did. So I will spawn here. I've got my extra ship here, so of course I want to spawn here. Okay, and now in my inbox, I will use as the link container. So when I'm mining here, it goes right into this box. And I can actually set these up to start refining. Well, if I had 4 of them, I could do all 4 tier 1 materials or all the tier 2 materials. It could be refining while I'm mining. It doesn't help. You can set these to maintain. I don't know if you knew that or not. But you go to recipes, and we don't have any doable yet because we have nothing in there. But rare basic pure material, it should bring, there's our aluminum, carbon, and we can set this up to we can apply the recipe, and see this means it will run however many units you put in here. It'll run until it gets it all, everything you have in there. You can hit start, and now as soon as I get the materials, this will load up. It'll start running. Same deal. That's aluminum. Let's make this one. We'll go next. We'll do carbon. We'll hit apply. We'll hit maintain. We'll kick it up to 20. And now as soon
Was
as
just going to ask about that.
that's what
Thanks.
maintain is. If you make, say you only make one, but maintain just keeps it going. As long as you keep feeding it, it'll keep running. And I could go ahead and put the other materials in here. I mean, the other refiners. There's no reason I can't. Let's see. I got to turn build mode back on. So go back. I still can't believe I didn't bring 2 smelters. Whoops! I changed my link. Now I got to go back and fetch them out of the ship. Duh. But see, this ship has the same cargo box in it, a medium, so it carries quite a bit. And I also have a territory unit in it, and those damn things are heavy. Whoops. Okay, let's get this open. We'll take the refiners out. We'll just put it in our backpack here. Okay, I meant to build smelters. I guess I didn't switch it over. That's my own fault. Can't blame the game for my stupidity. Well, I can, but somebody might call me out on it. Okay. Back in build mode. Finer. And that way we can do all the tier 1s will get an inverse link, so I'm going to have to turn the link off. No, we're not. So why are you red here? Should not be red here. There it goes, just glitched. Oh, closer to the thing than I think I am. Yes, I am.
Where should I plant my starter territory marker? Looks like all the water spots are taken already.
If I was you, I don't know if I can send you a waypoint. Did you send me a contact invite? Hang on a second here. Let me see how this works here. Contacts. No. What's your handle in game?
Not yet.
What's your handle?
DOUG4SHORT.
Same as your YouTube? There you are. Doug for short. Okay, I just sent you a contact.
Yep.
Okay. Now, let's see. Let me open my map. Let me go to... What's we're here. This will be the construct. 222. Copy coordinates. Coordinates copied to clipboard. Okay, now you're in Twitch, right? Can you tab out and see that you can see the chat, right? I should be able to paste this. Control V is paste. Okay, those are the coordinates to the...
Don't have the game loaded yet.
Okay, those are the coordinates. Just copy those. And when you get in the game, copy those just to desktop or anything. And then when you get in the game, Control C again, copy those coordinates. And then in the game, it'll say on the map here, I'll show you here while we're... See right down here, create bookmark from clipboard. Just copy those coordinates to your clipboard. Once they're on the clipboard in Windows, then when you go in the game, all you have to do is create bookmark from clipboard, and you want to put your territory next to mine. That way you can use all my equipment. and you can build things for yourself much quicker, whether it be a ship or build your own. You see what I'm saying? It will save you weeks, hours, weeks of time. So just copy those coordinates to your desktop, you know, and then the next time you go to play, copy them to clipboard, and then when you get in the game, just hit this button on the map page that says create bookmark from clipboard, and it should put them in game, and then you can make those just by hitting the clip and bookmark it. You see what I mean? And then you can open over here, it'll have bookmark. See, it says bookmarks, and it will be on in your bookmark list, and then you just highlight it and then set as destination. Did all that make sense? And that will save you a ton of time having to
Yep, thank you.
yeah, like I say, because I'll just put my equipment there on share for you, and that way you will not have to build from scratch. Just like these boxes take you a long time to get to the point, and you'll find that the extra small boxes that you can make in your nanocrafter without any industry, you outgrow them just in a matter of hours. It's really quick, because they only hold 1,000 liters, and that's about the exact same thing your backpack holds. And when you go mining the first time, you're going to find out, wow, that doesn't hold much. But if you can just collect resources and then go ahead right to make medium boxes or make refinery, you'll just find out how much easier your game will go without having to go through all the basic stuff to get there. Okay, inbox and outbox. See, it was nothing for me to make these refiners in this. I mean, I had to make all the parts, but it's really not that big a deal. Resurrection node, see all this stuff? I've got 3 of these made. All stuff, my equipment will make anything in the game if you have the resources right now. There's nothing I cannot make. I have everything industry-wise. The only thing I don't have is a high-tier resource material, like Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5s. I haven't been on a planet and collected them yet. I'm not even sure how deep we have to go to be able to get it. I think the deepest I've mined is about 1,800 meters. And Tier 1, that's Tier 2 shows up there. Alright, and we'll get this going. And now, as soon as I mine stuff, it'll start converting over. We're good to go. I don't even have to be here to turn them on. They're on. So we might as well get it working here. Okay, let's go take a walk, I guess. Let's find some materials. And now, and I'll probably put other industry units here too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will. But this way, if I want to carry it back, which I don't need to, I still have plenty of mining on Sanctuary Moon, but I can start use all this material for, this one's really close to the surface. See this? We're already within 75 meters. And as I said, we can make our mining spear bigger. I got an extra size, so hopefully it's not a whole lot of size, but see, it starts a little bitty and then it gets bigger. So I have got an extra size since I talked to you last, so we should fit in the holes better. Hopefully. Oh yeah, we have holes now, and I think I have 2 more levels to go, so the holes will get a whole lot. this is not all that far down below the surface, so we're going to have to turn the flashlight on. Boy, I do not like this bright stuff. Let's go to 0 here. Pick a direction. We might as well start at 0, which is north. We didn't have to go very deep. I mean, this is stuff that, hell, I should have looked around. It might be laying on the surface. Sometimes the ore is on the other planets. It's not, yeah, see, this pole is big enough now, I'm not going to get to see it. So that's a big difference. Like I say, there's so many talents.
Bookmarked.
There
Thanks again.
Yeah, and
still need to get through some of the other tutorials before I feel like I have a decent grip on the game.
Yeah, it's the tutorials are pretty good. I had no trouble going through them. Some people said they were bugged, but I didn't find any bugs. So, you know, when I went through them, I think a lot of it was just because the servers were slammed at the first week of open beta. And I did it, you know, we were in a week earlier, and I went through every tutorial, and I had no problems. So, but you learn a lot of little things, and it's very good to go through. I recommend everybody does it. Come on, I know you're here. Come on, it flashed. Huh. I knew I saw it flash. Boy, we are just right on the surface of the planet. I say, this is so close to the surface. Do I got to reset this every time I start digging? That's not going to make it happen. Oh, there's our stuff. Oh, did we not finish up that one? No, I don't. This looks like where we left off last time, or somebody has been here and left it. And I might have done that because my backpack was full. I don't think so. Something I could say, now they can't mine on this territory, but before they could. Unless I give permission, nobody else can mine here. So it's possible somebody probably was here. Boy, look at the size this load was too. Jesus. This is a big cavern. Very big. Alright, let's go back. Okay. Let's go back to north. Let's go down, see what happens. That's a big cavern. That was a really big load of ore. Now I can go down about 1,500 meters minimum and still be limited, which is a long way. Maybe 1,750. I think you get 250 to start with, and then every talent you gain, you get another 250. So that would put me at, I think, 1,750. About the level out here. Let's go find 0. It's not going to be 0 every time. I just got to start somewhere. Okay, are we down at the bottom? Yes, we are. double check my theory. Nope, it stayed big. Okay. Yeah, this is a whole lot bigger hole. Didn't look like we gained anything here, so let's go 45 this direction. We didn't gain nothing. We didn't lose nothing, so we're not far off of it. So I don't want to get carried away. Let's try 90. Let's try 90. I know we didn't go the wrong direction. Now we went the wrong direction. We'll go the other way, and it's probably split between the difference of this side.
Not very many claimed spots on M4.
On this place? Yeah, you mean the Sanctuary Moon? Yes, there are. It just depends where you're at. No, there's not. It's only, I think, last I looked, I think it was 13%. 13% is all it is. There's a lot of spots. I mean, a whole lot of spots. And some of the alpha players, like myself, that were been backers for a long time, they didn't even claim a place on the Sanctuary. They didn't even bother. They went directly to space, wherever they may have went. A lot braver than I am. Looks like it's about right in front of us. We're getting awful lucky here. This ain't normal. I normally miss it by, I'm just getting lucky. Just about guessed right every time. But the veins are smaller on the Sanctuary Moon. They're much bigger elsewhere, it seems like to me, from what I've mined on 2 different planets, 3 different planets. On Sanctuary Moon, they seem to appear, most of them near the surface, I think, around 3,000 liters, I guess. When you're deeper, there's more. The deeper you are, it seems they get bigger. Let's see what this one gets. Nobody's been here. And like I say, the nice thing about doing a link, as soon as you, I've got so many materials on my base made now, I don't have to do the maintain thing. But here is going to be nice. I'm down here mining, and I'll be making materials. Wow, this is a big load. See this? Goodness. Start pulling some of this in. Now we have a bigger bucket. I always try to do the tops first so I can reach them instead of having to dig around to get back up there. Just something I've learned, because your mining tool, even though you have talents that means you can reach farther, some of these caverns turn out to be so big, if you do the ones underneath of you, you start falling and then you can't reach the shit at the top. So I always try to get the top cleaned out first and then work my way down. And I try to never leave anything, because if you leave something, you're going to get the signal again. You're going to go back to the same spot, and there's only going to be a little bit left there to get. That's why having a link is so important. Whereas when you start out, you have to use nothing but your nano pack, and that makes it really problematic for yourself as you go along. So I have learned to tell everybody to get a link as fast as you can and to utilize it. Okay. This is aluminum, by the way. Oxide. It is aluminum. Inventory. I'm not on my link. See this? I'm not on my link. I'll switch over to my link.
Computer crashed.
Yeah,
Guess
happens.
it didn't like me alt-tabbing between the game and Chrome.
Huh. Shouldn't bother. I tab in and out all the time, but yeah, you know. Sometimes it just does weird things. Sometimes they do weird things. Yeah, this is a
nice size deposit.
I'm saying it's very, very nice size deposit. I don't think I missed anything up top before I popped down. Well, yeah, I did. See this? Try not to miss shit, because it comes back and haunts me. I had come back and there'll be this little bitty piece somewhere, and I've got a reading, and I go chase it down, and a real little deposit is really hard to pinpoint. And you get there and you find, oh damn, I left a rock, or I left a little bitty piece that I didn't see. So I have learned to start checking. Yeah, this is a nice deposit. I hope they're all like this. Alright, see, low gravity. Very low gravity. Okay, let's make sure there's nothing up here anywhere behind snow. Where I drop down and get whatever may be left. Nope, looks like I got it all. I think I left some around the corner here. Yep. Boy, look at the size of this cavern. Holy crap. Yeah, this is a nice deposit. Okay, we'll double check. I think that's all of it. Okay. Let's see, we'll pick a 10 to 1 will need to be deeper yet, so we'll go ahead and drop down. What do we got? Do we need to, let's go back to 0. Always a good place to start. And just punch a hole. Now that medium box up there with my skill points, for no skills in it, it will hold 64,000. It's over 80. 84,000 for myself. But that's why a medium box, you can use them for a long time. I mean, I can make large boxes, and I've only made one. But mediums work really well for about everything until you're really trying to make a lot of stuff to sell. Okay, looks like everything's getting closer, so we're just going to keep going here until it stops. I mean, we really don't care what we're getting, and we're not deep enough to get tier 2s. I'll have to go deeper to do that. But if the tier 1 veins are this big, boy, tier 2s are going to be really, really nice. I wonder if this stays ice all the way down. Okay, we're about leveled out here. For everything. Get our next ping. Yeah, everything stopped. So we'll okay, first thing we'll do, should we check deeper? We're 209 meters, probably not. This is tier 1, so we're just gonna punch a hole sideways. Check what happens. Tier 1s can easily be 0 to 500 meters. Sometimes they're a little deeper. Okay, that looks like we're going lateral, so we're either underneath of it. Oh, I got one we're narrowing. So I guess we'll go get it. The other two are going up. We got one we're catching, so we're going to go ahead and do it. I think it's cold. Last one looks like, is this the same one? Line? Yeah, this might be more aluminum. Which is okay, we don't really care. See, this where I'm at on this moon, there's nobody around me. Nobody has the territory. And nobody was around me when I picked that spot on the sanctuary moon either. People moved. Think somebody else, oh look, somebody else picked this area, so it's got to be good. Okay, we're fairly close. So. Above us, it looks like. Yeah, I'm glad to get the hole size up to where I don't have to, I haven't had to clear the hole out again since. I like that. More aluminum. Yeah, I like the vein sizes of here. Boy, I'll tell you what. I just got to get better at landing here.
Looks like another nice deposit.
Yes, it is. I guess that's all over this moon. I guess. Because it's definitely good-sized veins. Hell, I should have came here sooner. Definitely bigger than what's on Alliop. And definitely bigger than the Sanctuary. Whoops. I got it all up there. I might have to be digging around to get there. Yeah, these deposits here are huge compared to the other ones I've seen. All of them are. I mean, occasionally run into a big one, but these are just huge. Every one of them is huge. Too far away. Did I get everything up there? Whoops. You here? I try to get everything, that way it doesn't come back and I chase some little bitty blip. I've had that happen more than once. Okay, looks like everything up there is gotten. Is that all of it? Looks like we did it. This is not as big as the last one, but still a pretty good size. Alright. Okay, we'll try 0. We'll try 180 this time. We'll go back the other direction. No, yeah, 180 is going to put us to the wall. 0 will put us to the wall. We might as well go all the way to the wall. Because we can go past it now. Do a little exploring while we're down here. Okay, so we didn't get any, well, we got them. That's quartz coming in. Might as well go get it. Okay, we're about out of that one. It's going to stop here. It's still coming down. Let's try our 90-degree trick.
Going to go throw some dinner in the oven.
Yeah,
Back in a bit.
I just ate earlier before I got on myself. Food is very important. Dipper. We will see what happens. Oh, we're going to fall right on the top of this one. We'll go ahead and quit digging here and check it out. Found it. Lost it. Carried away there with just such a pretty hole. bunch of stuff hiding behind there. $8,000. Damn. This one is not that big, but well, we may never fill this container. Okay, I'm going to take a short break here, refill my stuff. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream so somebody doesn't just stare at the wall, but we'll be